Do you get frustrated when your FIFA Ultimate Team player shoots like that? Well, I do, as you can see. But luckily, I found the guys at Foot Helper who helped me not to make my players shoot like absolute Josh McGinnises. And they can help you as well. If you want your weekend league games doing for you, if you want a bit of guidance, if you want some tips and tricks, you can, ask those to do it for a price, and you can get a discount if you use my code OldGrandpaJoe at checkout for 20% off your order. Right, hello everyone, and welcome to the preview for Hull City away at Leeds United. Leeds versus Hull City in the Carabao Cup, second round. As you can see there, Wednesday 16th of September, 7:45pm at Elland Road. It's now no longer through Tigers TV, but through I Follow Tigers live for £10. The club did put a bit of information out about it. So if you're abroad, it is only available in the UK for live video passes. Due to broadcast regulations relating to EFL clubs playing against Premier League clubs in this competition, supporters wanting to watch this match will need to buy a match pass priced at £10 through a link that's on the website. So I'll leave a link to this article in the description. It says, please note this will be a single camera production with neutral match commentary. For supporters who just wish to listen to the game, neutral audio commentary will be available worldwide for £2.50. So I'll just leave a link to that in the description, so you can have a read of that. I think I'll just listen to the game. Anyway, crack on then. Team news. Louis Coyle may make his Hull City debut against his former club Leeds United in the Carabao Cup Round 2 tie at Elland Road. Coyle got sent off last season in the League One playoff semi-final first leg for Fleetwood, and when he joined the Tigers, he started 2 games remaining on his suspension. The FL Trophy fixture against Leicester City under-23s didn't count towards that suspension, but Coyle picked up a knock in pre-season, which is now recovered from. Another player who picked up a knock in pre-season is George Long. The goalkeeper picked up a minor hand injury prior to the Sunderland game and should have returned to training last week. Long may feature at Elland Road. Callum Elder also may feature. Elder picked up an injury in the 3-0 defeat away at Cardiff in the final game of last season, which has kept him out of pre-season, but he is pretty much recovered, and Grant McCann may well be looking to give the Australian left-back some minutes. Tom Eaves will not feature. New signing Thomas Mayer might be involved, and Grant McCann has no other injury concerns. Ref watch. I will just check on the EFL website now, but I don't believe there is any. At time of recording, I do not believe that I have been given that information by the EFL website. I will just have a look. You can find this all out for yourself on the EFL match officials. Again, I will leave a link to where you can find it in the description. But I don't believe... No. At the minute, the information isn't out. Onto the stats, and these are taken from the Gillingham game. Hull City had 58% of possession against Gillingham. Gillingham had 5 shots, Hull City had 16. That's double what City had against Leicester under-23s. The Tigers had 5 shots on target. George Honeyman got 2 assists. What do I think then? We showed against Gillingham what we've got. I expect nothing from this game. I reckon McCann will play a mix of experience and youth. Get KLP at striker. Now on to the head-to-head battles. I've gone for James Scott against Robin Koch, and Callum Jones will have to battle in the midfield with Jamie Shackleton. Now that is based on my team, what I would play today. I've been very inconsistent with how I'm doing this, but this is based on my what I would play. Anyway, the opposite view for this week doesn't exist. I've tried with Leeds fans and just not had any luck. So instead we've got another view from someone who you guys might recognise if you've been around since about July last year. You might recognise Lennon. He looks a bit different, I can't lie, because he's skinhead. But still the same guy who was in Either Tiger podcast episodes 2 and 3. Lennon, very educated on this club. Lennon, it's over to you, my friend.
You're right, Joe. Just wanted to say sorry about getting this too late. Just been to hospital about my ankle, got ligament damage and tissue damage, but on a bit of a brighter note, City just announced the signing of Thomas Meyer from, I want to say some Austrian side. I didn't look into it too much apart from I know he got 6 goals and 29 assists last season apparently, or just over the course of his time out. But that's a good sign out on the wing, so I'm going to assume that's the sign instead of Randall Williams from Exeter, which is a bit of a shame, but who knows? Free agent, could be good, never know. But to get started on the Leeds game, I think we've had a good start to the season, not the best obviously, losing to Leicester, but it was a young side and we look good, so that's a good thing for the future. I think we do have some very good upcoming talents. And then the Sunderland game, which was obviously far from pens. Positives and negatives take from that really. I don't know, it's a bit of a 50-50 one. Obviously, drawing 0-0, but we didn't really deserve to come out with winning on pens. We did good in the shootout, but we were on the back foot for most of the game. We did have our periods play where it was quite good, but I don't know if we deserved that win. But the game against Gillingham, 2-0, that was very good. Started off quite good, obviously Lewis Potter scoring. I think he's going to get 15 plus this season. McGuinness obviously heading in around the 80th minute, which was obviously good to finish off the game, just settle it there and then, which I'm happy about. But I've heard, so obviously new signings, Emmanuel's looking very good. Louis Coyle, I haven't seen anything of him yet. My mind's gone blank. But I've heard we're backing for Robbie Gotts from Leeds, which would be quite a good signing. From his midfielder, I don't know if we need it though, because obviously the loss of Leo de Silva ain't great, but we've got a good midfield. Honeyman looks very good so far. I just don't think we need him, but if we get him, it's signing. My prediction for the Leeds game, it depends. If they put out a good side, I can't see us doing that well. 2-3-0, maybe 3-1. But out a younger side, have a better chance, maybe 1-1, 2-1 to us, and if it does draw, 4-3 on pens to either side. But that's what I just wanted to say, and I just want to say thanks for letting me come on and do this for your video, and I hope it all goes well. Cheers.
Okay then, now we move on to current form. Thank you very much to Lennon. And what you can see here is 1 game for Leeds, 3 for us. Obviously, the Leeds game against Liverpool at Anfield was phenomenal. Watched it. Good grief, Liverpool looked poor defensively. Leeds looked good from open play. Liverpool had a bit of luck with penalties, but a fantastic free kick. Corner whipped in as well for Van Dijk. A very good game. As for us, Sunderland, we were poor, but we won on penalties, and it still goes down as a win. Against Leicester, we were the better team, got unlucky with penalties, and Gillingham, we just trounced them. We were very, very good at the Priestfield Stadium. But can we replicate that at Ellen Road? Probably not. In terms of the league table, then, you can see marked out in an orange where Hull City are. Hull City are 4th in League One. Off the top on, I believe, goals scored in alphabetical order, because Accrington Stanley and Charlton both won 2-0, but A and C are higher than H in the alphabet. In which case, then that does put City ahead of Ipswich and whoever. But Swindon, they're top on goals scored. They scored 3 in a 3-1 win against... I don't know who it was against, actually. Don't know. In the EFL Trophy Group H, Northern, obviously City, only team not to pick up a point on match day 1. And it goes 3-2-1-0, so all in a line. Around the grounds then, this is the games that are still yet to be played. I'm not counting the games on Tuesday, but even though this will go out before, these are games happening on Wednesday and Thursday. West Bromwich Albion play Harrogate, Everton face Salford City, and on Thursday, Burnley face Sheffield United at Turf Moor, Wolves face Stoke at Molineux. On to shared shirts now, and it's Robert Snodgrass. Robert Snodgrass, interesting, in year 4, where I went to school, in primary school, you got to go swimming at a local leisure centre. And Robert Snodgrass was there with at the time, rehabilitation coach, Christian Fernandez, and they had booked out a swim lane to help Robert Snodgrass with his rehabilitation from the knee injury he picked up on his Hull City debut. Well, league debut. I'm not sure if he played in the games before. But Robert Snodgrass picked up a knee injury at QPR, was out for 18 months, came back in the Championship the next year. But this was the year that we got relegated from the Premier League. He was doing his rehab. He walked in, and I had a Hull City coat on at the time, and I put my hand out for a high five. And Bobby, the absolute legend, high-fived it. So Robert Snodgrass started his career at Livingston, played 79 times for them, having come through their youth ranks, scoring 15 goals. In that time with Livingston, though, he did go out on loan to Stirling Albion in 2007, where in 12 games he scored the 5 goals. Then after leaving Livingston, he joined Leeds United. Leeds, a club which Robert Snodgrass scored 35 goals for in 168 games. He then joined Norwich in 67 games, scored 12 goals for them. And then he moved on to us between 2014 and 2017. In 45 games, Robert Snodgrass scored 11 goals, a lot of them coming in the Premier League when he was, without a doubt, our star player. And after leaving us, he joined West Ham, and he's still there today. In 72 appearances, he has scored 7 times. In that time, though, he has gone out on loan to Aston Villa in 40 games in the Championship, which he scored 7 times. Now then, on to my predicted team. Harvey Cartwright starts in goal. It's a back four of Louis Coyle, Jordy Device, Jacob Greaves and Callum Elder, with Alfie Jones as a defensive midfielder, Richie Smallwood and Dan Batty in the middle, Thomas Mayer on the right making his Hull City debut, Martin Samuelson starts on the left, and James Scott will lead the line. The bench is George Long, Rhys Burke, George Honeyman, Keane Lewis Potter, Josh McGuinness, Max Sheaf and Callum Jones. That's what I think Grant McCann will do. And if we move on then to what I would play, it's a 4-1-3-2. So it's Harvey Cartwright in goal, back four of Louis Coyle, Jordy Device, Jacob Greaves and Callum Elder, all similar so far. Dan Batty starts in defensive midfield with the armband. It's then Thomas Mayer on the right, Callum Jones playing slightly further forward than Batty, and Martin Samuelson on the left-hand side. Keane Lewis Potter and James Scott start up top. The bench is George Long, Rhys Burke, Dan Batty, Alfie Jones, Max Sheaf, Billy Chadwick, James Berry, and that will do it. So that's what I would do. We'll look at the teams and compare them. Whose team would you prefer? Let me know in the comments or in the Premier Live chat. And let's crack on then to my predicted score. Now, I'm going to be real. I don't expect anything from this. Nothing. But if McCann shouldn't go full send. He shouldn't risk the big players for this game, because our first 11 last year, which was arguably stronger than this one, got beat 4-0. But I think the squad morale is better than it was then. I believe that the whole mood around the camp is different now. And I think it will be reduced to a 3-0 deficit. You got to remember last time we were at Ellen Road, I've just dropped my phone. Last time we were at Ellen Road, we lost 2-0 with Bona Grzycki, but Leeds just man-marked them out the game. And it does also depend a lot on what side Leeds put out. So we'll have to see, won't we? We'll have to see. Anyway, thank you very much for watching the preview. Check out for helpers in the description. Use my code OldGrandpaJoe for 20% off. FIFA 21 isn't too far away, boys and girls. So once your weekend league is up and running and you've got yourself in there, if you can't be bothered to play myself, or you think, you know what, I'm not very good, but I've got in, so I want a bit of help, sort it out for you. They also help you with tips with trading, and if you ask them anything, they'll try their hardest to give you an answer, as long as it's FIFA related, and don't talk to them about, I don't know, Andy Murray's record in the US Open. Pretty sure that their area of expertise is FIFA. Anyway, I'm waffling. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.